So I was scanning online, right, as I do, looking at all these different articles from real estate coaches and real estate syndicators and Zillow and like all those things, probably the same way that you do. Okay, and I came across this article that said why you need to find your ideal client and finding your ideal client. And it kind of like when I first looked at it, I'm like, man, that sounds cool, doesn't it? I mean, it sounds cool. It sounds amazing to find the right person that would pay you the highest commission, that never has any problems, just does what you say, and is just like you, and you guys hit it off and all that kind of stuff. And I can tell you from experience, my friend, that that is one of the biggest lies in marketing. I want you to think about this for a second. Is it possible that that's not the case? I want you to think about any top producer you know. People who are doing 100 deals, 200 deals, 300 deals, 400, 500 deals a year. Top producers, people who are crushing it. You're not going to see them say, well, I always work with my ideal client. Is it possible that that is just a story that you tell yourself? Because look, here's what I think. I'll just get to the point and tell you what I think. I think that finding your ideal client feels good. It gives you the warm and fuzzies. But the truth is that's the wrong angle to look at, because what you end up doing is you end up pigeonholing yourself and you end up not working with people and all that kind of stuff. And more importantly, what it does is it has you approaching the marketplace and your marketing from the wrong perspective. And that's why I'm making this video for you right now. I'm making this video for you right now because your job is not to find your ideal client. Your ideal client is not as specific as you think it is. And look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't hope to work with amazing people. I think you should. I think you should build a business that you love, and you should be working with people that you love for the most part, right? But not every client's going to work like that. And if you want to actually make a lot of money, which is what we teach you how to do here, we teach real estate agents how to scale to 6 figures a month in GCI. If you want to scale to that level of doing business, you're going to have to give up this idea of your ideal client. You've never met a top producer, somebody doing 100, 200, 300 deals a year that's like, well, I just go after my ideal client. What they do, my friend, and this is what I want you to write down in your notes, they solve problems for a profit. They find problems, they market to those problems, and they market the solution that they have created for those problems. Look, let's keep it really simple. There are people out there that need to buy and sell right now, and they run into challenges. And you are a professional problem solver. That's what you are inside of the real estate space. You're somebody who says, okay, well, sellers are really having a hard time doing this right now. Sellers are having a hard time getting past this. Sellers are thinking this, and that's stopping them from getting the most amount of money, whatever that might be. And then you're going to ask yourself, well, buyers, they're having this problem. And here's the beautiful part about that. When you're thinking about your ideal client, it's counterintuitive, because you think about your ideal client and then you end up marketing not to your ideal client. There are people out there that want to buy or sell with you, but you're just not hitting the problems and aligning with them and the challenges that they have, and you're not speaking to those, and then you're not demonstrating those solutions. So this idea that you're going to find some amazing, perfect clients out there consistently and then scale is just not reasonable. Any top producer I've ever seen doesn't do that. Your job, my friend, is to find problems, solve them, and the bigger the problem you solve, the more money you're going to make. I'll say that again. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you're going to make. So I want you to write this down in your journal. I want you to break out your journal and just ask yourself this about your business. What problems do your buyers or sellers have right now that you can solve in a big way? What problems do your buyers and sellers have right now? As you're watching this video, there are some serious things going on inside the mind of sellers, inside the mind of homeowners, and people who want to buy, first-time home buyers. There's crazy things going on with interest rates. There's crazy things going on with prices. There's crazy things going on with the transaction process. And you can solve those things in a big way. Look, people want to buy. They want to sell. They want to. I think I read an article by NAR maybe about a year and a half ago that said that 60% of homeowners are thinking about selling. 60% of homeowners are thinking about selling. And the question is, how do you reach into their life and help them remove what is stopping them so they can achieve the goals they have inside the real estate space? That's what I want you to change your focus to, not finding your ideal client. That comes from a selfish point of view. I only want these kinds of clients. Are you here to serve, or are you here to make sales? Are you here to make a difference, or are you here to make sales? My friend, if you're watching this right now or you're listening to this podcast, I'm pretty sure that you're out to make a difference And obviously, the bigger the difference you make, the more money you're going to make. So what problems do your buyers and sellers have right now that you can solve in a big, big way? Hey, my friend, if you know somebody who could use this message, please give it to them. Share it with them as a gift. When we uplift other people, it uplifts our lives as well. And if you want more training, you want more insights, you want more lessons on how you can perform, persuade, and produce at higher levels inside your business and life, please come visit us at davidkesey.com. Again, that's www.davidkesey.com. Until I talk to you next time, my friend, go find a way.